Martin Truex Jr. led after stage 1, fought through adversity after spinning out in stage 3, and took home the checkered flag, his second in Richmond and second of the playoffs. Whether it's been the real track or the virtual one, Denny Hamlin has stayed hot. Denny Hamlin has had an incredible season going for his first championship. As a fellow Virginian, how have you guys seen him emerge as a driver?
When we were racing at Cup and he was a little younger than us and he was running the short tracks of Virginia, I mean, he was winning everything.
Martin, yesterday you told me you won bonus points. You got more than that. You got the win. How does it feel?
Well, I mean, 5 points for the win and a point for the first stage win. I mean, that's what we're here for.
Chase Elliott will wear a new label on Sunday at Daytona, defending champion. Elliott won his way into the Final Four last year at Martinsville, then he took care of business at Phoenix. We all feared the worst in the aftermath of Ryan Newman's crash. It brought back memories of Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s death at Daytona 19 years ago.
Ryan is a guy that's been in the sport a really long time. We worked so well together. That's really how we got the lead, was working with Ryan.
No one has ever won the Daytona 500 3 years in a row. Well, Chesterfield native Denny Hamlin is trying to change that. It's been 15 years since the Truck Series has raced here in RVA, and it's the final race of the regular season, so playoff spots will be up for grabs. Dale Earnhardt Jr. carried the legacy of a famous name, but blazed his own trail of racing success. Ruck is doing it all while raising 2 babies and hosting a reality TV show. Pretty amazing stuff. Coach, congratulations on being inducted into the NASCAR Hall of Fame and named to the NFL 100 all-time team. What do those honors mean to you, especially coming from not one, but 2 different sports?
Hey, Natalie, how you doing? Hey, it's great for me to have a chance to talk to Richmond.
The playoffs are already underway for the Cup Series, and Martin Truex Jr. has had a little bit of luck racing here in Richmond. He's going for his 3rd straight win here tomorrow night. New car, same excitement. NASCAR's next-gen car won't make its competition debut until 2022, but we got a sneak peek of it in action at Richmond Raceway. Brad Keselowski said all week that he was confident. He backed up his words at Richmond Raceway tonight, leading nearly half the race to pick up the checkered flag. Well, it only took a few months for Sadler to have some withdrawals, and guess what? He's back out of retirement, racing for the first time at his home track of Richmond. Truex Jr. took advantage of a penalty off of 2-time defending champion Kyle Busch and led for the majority of the race. Denny Hamlin is back where his 2020 success started. The Chesterfield native won the Daytona 500 back in February, and now he's looking to keep the momentum going for the playoffs. To NASCAR, where a dramatic finish at Kentucky ended with a rookie in front. Cole Custer picked up his first career win, outdueling Martin Truex Jr. and Brad Keselowski off a restart. You've won twice here in Richmond. What are your memories racing here in RVA?
Richmond's tough. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Denny Hamlin is going into NASCAR ownership, and he isn't alone. Michael Jordan and the Chesterfield native will launch a 1-car Cup Series team next year. They've already got their driver lined up, Bubba Wallace. No rain is dampening this spring race weekend party. As you can see behind me, the track is dry. Drivers' introductions are at 6:30. We're going under the lights at 7. It took Kyle Busch almost all of 2020 to find victory lane. Well, he didn't waste any time in 2021. Martin Truex Jr. loves racing in Virginia. He swept both races at Richmond last year, and tonight he added a 2nd straight win at Martinsville. Truex Jr. beat Ryan Blaney by nearly 4 seconds for his first victory of 2020. How does your mindset change during the playoffs?
The biggest thing with the playoffs is every single move you make, every decision you make, it could possibly affect your chances at a championship.
Alex Bowman came out of nowhere to earn the checkered flag at Richmond Raceway. Bowman surged past Denny Hamlin with 10 laps to go after a restart. Bowman clinches a spot in the playoffs, whereas Hamlin leaves his home track frustrated.
Yeah, we should have won. Certainly the 48 wasn't better than us all day, but just got to lead the last lap. You got to figure out how to lead the last lap, and that's pretty much all that matters. But today, obviously, I don't know, we had a dominant car. I mean, it was definitely top 2.
Hamlin won both of the first 2 stages and was battling Joey Logano for the lead late, but a caution changed everything for Hamlin and for Bowman.
When we drove away from him, I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Obviously, we had some really fast laps there, and I was super loose the last couple laps, and did my best to give it back away, but we just really improved the race car there and had a lot of grip taken off.
Hamlin is still first in the point standings, but has not yet won in 2021. At Richmond Raceway, Natalie Calabat, 8 Sports. NASCAR has been racing virtually ever since the pandemic hit, but there's just no substitute for the real thing. Talladega has a reputation for being one of the most unpredictable stops on the NASCAR circuit, full of wrecks and cautions. That's why Chesterfield native Denny Hamlin tried a different plan yesterday, staying at the back of the pack and out of trouble. The decision paid off as Hamlin used a fresh car to surge to the front and take the checkered flag. Fans of Elliott Sadler are in for a treat. 3 drivers, including Kyle Busch, will sport his throwback paint schemes at Darlington this weekend, and that means a lot to Elliott and his brother Hermie.
As a kid growing up in Emporia, Virginia, we were fans of this sport for a long time first.
And now things have come full circle for Elliott and Hermie Sadler. Elliott, at Darlington, you'll be paid a tribute to a throwback paint scheme.
That means he's old.
I was just going to say, how does it make you feel?
Not as old, so
I call it experience.
yeah. Ooh, good word.
A seasoned veteran, right?
Now, after I retire, they actually have throwback paint schemes that'll be in my honor for Darlington. So for teams to do that, to me, was pretty humbling.
I could just tell by his emotions during that time. But the race you won at Darlington, honoring Dale Jarrett, who's a close friend of his and a family friend, you know, that was a special thing too. So he's got some experience on the other side of that.
Right, I've run throwbacks for Dale Jarrett, who I looked up to, and Cale Yarborough, who I looked up to, and all of that. Jack Ingram, and now it's getting thrown back on me, which is neat.
Fast forward to Phoenix. Who wins and why?
Harvick and Hamlin right now have the whole no practice thing figured out. Their team's definitely got it figured out. So I think it's going to be 100% between those two when you get to Phoenix. And I like to say it's Hamlin. I'm friends with Harvick as well. I love him to death. But as far as a Virginia boy, I like to see Denny win.
You can't go wrong with either one of those picks, but we would like to see the big trophy, the championship come back home, to Virginia. That would mean a lot to a lot of us, around here. And he certainly has the talent and the team and got the season going. It just really boils down to the momentum. He has it now. Will he have it at the end of the season?